All right, it's been about 24 hours since multiple reports said that Ryan Garcia tested positive for Osterine before and on the day of his fight with Devin Haney. Our New York Post boxing reporter, Schwartz, followed this fight from promotion to its end. And I need to know what's going down next, y'all. So, Jared, thanks for hopping on with us, man. We got more news to add to the Garcia circus. Can you break down how exactly Ryan Garcia allegedly tested positive for a PED?
Yeah, Brandon, it's almost a fitting way to end this promotion and this fight. You know, we saw so much circus going around in the promotion, so much circus going on in the actual fight, and now there's circus going on after the fight. But like you said, multiple reports came out yesterday that Ryan Garcia tested positive for Osterine, a performance-enhancing drug that's illegal, and on the list of illegal performance-enhancing drugs the day before and the day of the fight. Now, we already knew that Ryan Garcia came in over 3 pounds overweight. They went ahead with the fight because Devin Haney accepted a new contract that penalized Garcia for that weight gain. But now this is something way different. This is cheating. This is illegal. And if it's confirmed, there'll be repercussions. Now, he has 10 days to request a B sample, you know, a different test to confirm these findings. But it's very rare that the B sample overturns the A sample. And he could be in for a lot of trouble soon.
Coming in 3 pounds overweight is one thing. I'll still fight somebody 3 pounds heavier than me. But if they tested positive for a PED, then, you know, that's a little shaky there. So if they knew beforehand, how come he was still able to fight on the PED side of things?
Because they probably didn't know beforehand. Now, these tests happen the day before and the day of, but it takes multiple days, sometimes over a week, for the results to come back. And that's something that's pretty common. We see results coming out weeks after the fight. They're just usually not for breaking the rules. They're for, you know, staying true to the rules. Now, Ryan Garcia was enrolled in VADA, you know, the Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency. That's something that is voluntary. You opt into that program, but it's something that's very common for fighters. You know, in most big fights like this, both fighters agree to both subscribe to this VADA testing, regular testing. But as you saw, Ryan Garcia throughout his training camp was posting, you know, images and screenshots of him being in compliance and him not testing negative for performance-enhancing drugs. But in April, he posted test results that came in February. So these aren't instant, you know, it's not like a pregnancy test where you get it back right away. It takes multiple days. Sometimes it takes, you know, over a week to get back. And that's why it's coming out now. So there was no way for them to tell on fight night that he had these PEDs in his system. They can only really be retroactive and now go back and penalize him.
All right, he responded to the news, put out a video on social media calling the report BS and fake news. Do you believe him?
What reason does he have to you know, garner belief in him? You know, he tweets everything under the sun. He's threatened to expose this person and that person and this person and that person, and no such exposés have, you know, come true. No, there's no reason to really believe that. You know, the test is the test. Tests aren't really biased. The test showed that he had performance-enhancing drugs in his system. Now, this is a drug that helps you gain muscle and lose fat quickly. We know that Garcia came in overweight, over 3 pounds. We know he did a lot of nefarious things during his training camp. I mean, look, could the B sample show that it was, you know, a contaminated sample? Sure, that would be very unlikely and very uncommon. But at this point, there's really no reason to believe Garcia.
So you've talked about what he can do in terms of clearing his name, but does this mess up his chances for future big fights?
Now, you know, if this is confirmed that he had the PEDs in his system, that he truly tested positive, I think you'll quickly see that his fight against Devin Haney will be changed from a win to a no contest, which importantly means Devin Haney will regain his undefeated status. And Ryan Garcia could be facing a suspension. We've seen this drug in boxing before. Amir Khan, just a couple of years ago, tested positive for this drug for his fight against Kell Brook. He was suspended 2 years by the UK anti-doping agency. Now, that's a significant suspension, 2 years. I'm not sure what the suspension would be this time, but it would definitely affect his ability to make future fights. Now, very quickly he went, after winning this, people calling him the new face of boxing, to someone now who's troublesome to make a fight with, because he both came overweight and he that's cheating.
Yeah.
He cheated.
Yeah.
And if he's suspended, you can't make a fight when you're suspended. And beyond those two things, he might have to pay a fine or give back some of his purse. Devin Haney might seek legal action. There's a lot of repercussions coming for Garcia.
Well, he did make that $12 million off of betting on himself. And after that, he might be fighting Mike Tyson next in some sort of exhibition, because no one's going to take this guy seriously, man. Jared, thanks for hopping on with us.
Thanks, Brandon. It's always an interesting time talking about Ryan Garcia.